Salamence Community Day is now over, and if you're fortunate, you now have your Outrage Mountain Dew Green Dragon ready to rock the world. And if you checked out my last video, I presented the idea, the possibility, the potential for Outrage plus Draco Meteor Salamence to outperform Outrage Rayquaza based off of Draco Meteor having better stats than Outrage, but being held back by being a single bar charge move, but that limitation being removed by the fact that you have Outrage. Link in the description to that video. It sets the groundwork for what I'm going to talk about today. Nice little primer to the higher tips that we're going to go through here. Well, presenting that video to you guys on YouTube, you guys were really chill about it. Like, you guys got it. You know, like, you're like, this makes sense, right? Posted my findings on Reddit, on the Sylph Road, and man, people got mad about it. They're like, how dare you tell me that my Protector of the Earth legendary dragon is worse than Salamence. Salamence is a pseudo-legendary, and I reject your reality, Ryan Swag. Well, at the end of it, after presenting all the data to them, which I cover in my previous video, they're like, okay, all right, I get it, Mr. Swag. In some situations, Salamence might be better than Rayquaza. Some situations, but on average, Rayquaza is still going to be better than your combo Salamence. I know this for a fact, even though I don't run numbers. And I can only sit there and go, hey guys, I haven't run the numbers on that, so I don't know. Well, guess why I'm here today making this video? That's right, fools, I ran the numbers. And guess what? Here it is, guys. Here we are. We are in what I want to call Math City. Look at all these numbers. Look at all these numbers. I spent, oh, this is data sheet number 1 where the computer crashed. Okay, data sheet number 2. Here we go. Let's go. Look at all these numbers. Look at them. I got all sorts of numbers here, right? Yeah, and I went through them all. It took me about, I'd say probably 2 to 3 concentrated hours of, hating myself a little bit. But I did it. And, here's the results. I'll blow it up on the screen here for you. But here are the results. This is using level 40 best friendship attackers. So Draco Meteor Salamence, Outrage Salamence, Outrage Rayquaza, and the combo, right? Against a Latios raid using Dragon Breath, Dragon Claw as the moveset. Why did I pick that raid? Well, because it's a raid that's coming up soon, and this situation is in favor of Outrage. It's in favor of Outrage Rayquaza, right? If I wanted to make it in favor of Draco Meteor, I would have picked Dragon Pulse Giratina, or Giratina in general, because of the Dragon Pulse moveset. I would have picked Solar Beam Latios. I would have picked Outrage Latias, because those movesets are already in favor of Draco Meteor. Well, I picked this moveset because it's in favor of Outrage, and therefore Outrage Rayquaza, right? So what I did is I took those numbers, and the average for Draco Meteor Salamence is 25.29. The average for Outrage Salamence is 26.60. So already an upgrade, right? But the Chad, the Protector of the Earth, Rayquaza, 27.06. So Outrage Rayquaza, clearly better. But I knew we could do better. And the reason why getting all these numbers took so long is because I had to have these guys in parallel situations. They had to be in the same fight. And I had to take them in the same fight, and I had to isolate their performances in the same fight, which is why I got this A column here with all the numbers here, because it's the same exact fight. They were brothers in combat, and because Salamence and Rayquaza have the same bulk, it makes sense to do this way. Like, this is the only way this makes sense, right? So it works out. It works out. Trust me. And in doing so, I took all the situations, I highlighted them, where Draco Meteor Salamence outperforms Outrage Salamence. So I'm not taking a bunch of numbers where it's higher. I'm taking a bunch of numbers where it's higher in the same exact scenario. So same composition of fast moves and charge moves happening, same situation, but Draco Meteor is better, right? So I took that and I replaced all those scenarios for Outrage with the Draco Meteor scenarios. I ended up being like 22% of situations, Draco Meteor alone was better than Outrage alone. And in combining that, the new average for Salamence, the combo, the mixed Salamence, the Draco Meteor Outrage Salamence is now better than Rayquaza. How much better? Well, it's on the screen right now. 27.39. Better than the Protector of the Earth, Mountain Dew Green Dragon. Better than Forest Green, I think I'm a snake looking guy. Joke's on you, Rayquaza. Joke's on you, Reddit. It looks like overall the combo Salamence is better than Rayquaza. No need to thank me, guys. So how much better is better? Well, the performance is only like, what, 0.33 higher than Outrage Rayquaza. So it's not that big of a deal. If you already powered up, you maxed out 6 Rayquazas already, like, don't worry about it. Your investments, like, aren't squandered. It's only a slight benefit. And in situations where, like, it's an average, right? It's an average. So in situations where Salamence is just using Outrage and Rayquaza is just using Outrage, or in situations where using multiple Outrages ends up being better than the combination of Draco Meteor and Outrage, which still exist, Rayquaza will still be better. It's not a bad Pokemon. You still have like one of the best dragon types in the game. I mean, second best, I guess, in terms of DPS, I guess. But if you're going to say that Outrage Salamence is worse than Rayquaza because of their 7 different attack stat, which honestly, 26.60 versus 27.06, that's not that big either, right? So if you're going to say Salamence is bad with Outrage, like, then you're going to have to acknowledge the fact that combo Salamence is better than Outrage Rayquaza. You're just going to have to accept that fact. Yeah. Now, I did just say don't worry about it. It's only a slight difference, but I do have to give you guys another dose of reality here. It's unfortunate, but true. More reality is coming. This is only using Outrage or Draco Meteor for Salamence. It's not using the combo. I can't simulate the combo in a timely fashion. Like, I'd honestly probably go insane if I tried to do it because it'd be so freaking time consuming. So until Pokebattler or Go Battle Sim updates to the point where I can easily run those numbers, we're going to have to use our thinking caps and think here, right? Because this is just the isolated moves. It's not the combo. It's not the Draco Meteor followed by Outrage. Draco Meteor followed by Outrage clearly can be better than just one or the other in isolation. We can visualize that in our minds. That logically makes sense. And because when they're apart, the combination of them is already better than Outrage Rayquaza, this means that this average number here, this 27.39, can only go up. It can only increase, which means the gap between Outrage Rayquaza and mixed Salamence can only get wider in actual performance. So when the time comes that I can easily generate those kind of results for us, I can update us on just how much further that gap is. But I do want to present the reality check to you guys that, that this is better. So the question could come to mind, well, Ryan, Swag, it costs 75,000 Stardust for me to unlock the second move. Wouldn't it be more cost effective for me to just power up another Rayquaza? Well, when you're talking about powering up another Rayquaza, now you're bringing rare candy into the situation, which you don't necessarily have to do for Salamence. So that is one element of it. Another element, though, is broke down the math on Reddit, just blown it up on the screen right here. Turns out that the cost between maxing out a Salamence versus maxing out a Rayquaza and maxing out a Salamence and unlocking the special move, unlocking a second move on Salamence ends up being basically equivalent in cost. Maxing out a Rayquaza versus maxing out Salamence, assuming the Salamence was already level 30 and assuming the Rayquaza was already level 20. And I also have the 25 and the 35 distinctions if you got the weather boosted ones. At any rate, it's like the same freaking cost. If you bring lucky trades into the mix, which assumes a lucky Rayquaza, right? Well, then Rayquaza does become more cost effective because you don't have to unlock the second move. But the difference is still pretty slight. So you tell me, guys, do you want to spend an equivalent amount of Stardust powering up the lesser dragon? I don't know. If you had the choice, which one would you do? I guess comment below. Let me know. So that's the basic, guys. Salamence, now better than Rayquaza with the combo. And it's no longer that Salamence is better some of the time. No, Rayquaza is now better some of the time. So I want you guys to get that straight. And I know you guys on YouTube already get it. So I want you guys on Reddit to get that straight. And if you're on Reddit, you're probably not even watching this because you don't want to watch a YouTuber because it's just some clickbait YouTube vlog man trying to sell me lies and sell me his t-shirt, right? Links in the description to my t-shirt. I don't promote it. It's there for you if you want it, but shoot, man. But yeah, if you got any questions on this, comment below. Let me know what's up. And if you haven't subscribed, if you haven't subscribed to SwagTips already, well, now's the time. The time has come. You are now allowed to subscribe to me, the Lord of Power, Duma. SwagTips. Now, actually, guess what? I knew this the whole time. That's why I only ever powered up one single Rayquaza. That's the real reason. Not because of Stardust and candy and functionality of my Stardust and spending. Nah, that's not why I only powered up one way. Because I knew the day would come that the Mountain Dew Green Dragon would bring us to deliverance with its power.